And in today's video, I'm going to basically show you how I ended up losing $5,000 on the Liquid or LQDFX platform. Let's check it out. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Aslam Du Toit, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you aren't subscribed as yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to connect with me, you know, there is a link right in the bottom. You connect with me on Facebook or Instagram. Just click on either one of those links and you can chat with me directly. So in today's video, I'm basically going to take you through, it's not a good day. I actually just lost $5,000. So I might not look it, but I'm extremely depressed right now because I wasn't expecting this to happen, not in the time frame, that this had taken place in. So, I've basically been looking for other ways to generate additional returns on my money each month. I've been using one particular platform, which has been working, really, really amazingly. If you want to know a little bit more about that, there is a link below. Just look for the description and, you'll be able to get my free PDF and we can have a chat about that platform. But that's been going well for the last 20 odd months. But I was looking for something or a platform where I could basically just get a return on my money. And the goal was, even if it was 10% a month, I just wanted to diversify some of my capital so that I could basically, earn an additional cash flow on my, on my seed capital, an additional income on the seed capital, basically. And someone basically referred me to what we call a PAMM account. Okay, so it just means percentage allocation money management. And it's basically a forex account that's managed by a trader. So you basically have a master trader that is managing that account on behalf of various investors. And they would pull that money together and they would basically take a cut. So if they make a profit, they basically take a cut of the profits, but there is the risk of capital loss. So by no means am I blaming the platform, but I do think that, the trader that we were probably using was probably not utilizing efficient risk management, strategies to manage the capital. So I'm going to take you through the account. I got involved with it. I think it was in October, around the 20th of October. But I'd been saving up some funds for several months, just putting some funds away until I had the minimum, because this particular trader, required a minimum of $5,000. If it was possible for me to probably start at a low amount, I would have probably done that, $500 or $1,000 to first try it out. So it was a big risk to go in at $5,000. And in hindsight, it was a mistake on my part to probably go with that. I should have tried a different trader just to see, how they perform, get used to the platform and understand, because it's the first time that I've actually used a PAMM account. So I'm going to basically hop over, onto the platform that I basically used, so that you guys can, have a look at, what the account did and how I ended up losing, this huge amount of capital. Okay, so let's hop over onto the LQD screen. Okay, so here we are. This is basically the platform that, I basically was referred to. It's called LQDFX. I just call it Liquid FX. I don't even know if that's the name, but it looks like liquid. So just call it LQD or Liquid FX, whatever you want to call it. And the one thing that I do like about the platform was that I was able to deposit cryptocurrency to get my account started. So what you would basically do in that case is you basically click on deposit over here. And you can basically select Bitcoin or whichever crypto you want to use. They've also got Skrill and Neteller, as well as FasaPay. Okay, so I basically use the Bitcoin method. So if you select Bitcoin, you put in the amount, exact amount. So let's just say you're putting in $1,000. They would then give you the Bitcoin address, and you would then deposit that $1,000 into the Bitcoin wallet. And what would basically happen, if you have a look here at the top, you'll see that the wallet balance shows 0 at the moment. So once the funds come in, so let's say you deposit $1,000 of Bitcoin, the funds would come into this section over here, okay? And then you would be able to deposit the money into whichever account you want. So we go over to the PAMM accounts over here. Let's look at the statistics, right? So what we can basically see here is what you're looking at right now is various trading accounts that you can invest in within the system. So you'll see here's it just says private master, and then they've got an account ID. So you can see here the gains thus far 640%. Okay, the profit so far on this account $48,790. The monthly average 107. Okay, which is phenomenal. Okay, but now if you click on invest over here, okay, you'll see here that the performance fee here is 50% and the minimum deposit is $1,000. Now, this is not the account that I used. I'm just showing you, one of the accounts that you could potentially put your money into if you wanted to. So if you go in here, you can view the graph and you can basically view what the performance of this trader has been. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's look at this one. Okay, so this one here, you can see their performance fee, this person or company, their fee is 10%, minimum deposit $300. Okay, gain 625%. Okay, you can see here the monthly average and then the total profit thus far. Okay, so you could go down through all of these accounts. You can see there are over 227 records. Okay, and you can basically choose from whichever trader you want, and you would basically place your funds with that particular person. So let's just go back over here, so let's just say I had the funds. I would basically accept the terms of service. I would accept all the conditions. I would enter a private code. Sometimes in the case of what I basically invested in, I was given a special code for that particular trader. I put in the code and I basically asked them to attach one of my accounts to this master account. So how that would basically work, if you come over to trading accounts, account list, these are basically my 3 accounts, right? So I can fund any one of these accounts. So you can see once the funds sit in the wallet balance, I can basically deposit the money into any one of these accounts. So let's say I deposit the money over here. Okay, I can select an internal transfer if I'm not doing external. So let's say I had $1,000 in my wallet. I would just say wallet. Okay, and then I would say I want to send it to one of my trading accounts. I would select the trading account. Let's say I'm taking that one. I would put in the amount and then I would transfer and it would go into that trading account. And whatever funds are there, that trader would basically trade those funds. Okay, so that's basically how the system works in terms of, making your deposits using Bitcoin and then choosing your investor or your trader, whichever one you're going to go with. But you'll have to go obviously and assess which of those traders you want to go with. Okay, and from there, if there are any profits, you would basically be able to withdraw those profits from the account. Just a note, you can't withdraw any monies that are already sitting in a trade. So obviously, if they're still busy trading for the day, depending on how much they've put into the trade, you wouldn't be able to withdraw, that money. So let's go back. We're going to go to the account list again. So you'll see right now the equity in this account is sitting at 40 US cents. Okay, and that's because most of the money was lost. Okay, so what I did was there was about $380 left. So if I click over here, where is it? The wallet balance. Now let's go to finance. So we go to finance, payment history. So you'll see here, I withdrew the remaining $348. I withdrew it as Bitcoin. And that payment is basically pending at the moment. So it'll go to my wallet. So I just took whatever was left. So you know, that's all that's left from 5,000. So if you go back here, you can see on the 20th of October, I deposited $5,000 from the wallet into my trading account. And if you go back into the trading account here, and we go in over here. Okay, let's go to view trades, trade history, and then we click on search. Okay, this is where you can basically see all the trades that have taken place since the 21st of October. And you can see it started off relatively well. I mean, the first day I went into a small profit, first 2 days. Okay, basically on the 21st, same day. So there was like $2 there, $4. Then there was a loss of $15, loss of 12, 8. Now, to be honest, this is where I made a gross error. I think I overestimated the performance potential just based on, you know, what my buddy had told me about the platform. And once again, I don't blame anyone. You know, I took the risk on this, but I didn't really pay much attention to the account since October. I think I went in there once, and I did see that my account had gone down, but you can see there were some days where there were small little profits. Okay, and then there were losses. And guys, on $5,000, if I had made anywhere between $300 to $500 a month, so say up to 10% for the month, I would basically have been quite satisfied to make $500 profit every month, and then just, you know, draw some of that profit and just have the capital sitting there working for me. So very, very disappointed, you know, that all this money was lost. And, you know, you can basically see the volumes that were traded. And if you come back a bit further down, you can actually see where some of the biggest losses took place. And it basically took place from about the 30th of November. So you can see all along, I mean, there were profits. There were some decent profits over here, 157, 165, 186, $200 on, you know, on one particular day. And then things just sort of went south. You can see here on the 30th of November, there was a loss of 847. Again on the 30th of November, 463, 739, and then 808, 751. Man, so all this, you know, all the money was basically lost on one day of trading, you know, and that's what upsets me, because, you know, if the losses were taking place, I just question, you know, what the stop loss levels were set at, because clearly, you know, the amount of the losses that were taking place was totally, you know, it was extreme, to say the least. It was very, very extreme, you know, until I basically lost all the capital, and there was $348. I went into the account literally only this morning, and that's when I basically saw, you know, what was left in the account, $348. And that's basically how $5,000 was lost on this platform. Now, once again, I'm just going to say, I don't blame the platform. You know, I blame myself firstly for not paying attention to what was happening. You know, if I'd looked at that account on the 30th of November, who knows, maybe I would have seen a big loss taking place, and I would have, you know, just pulled out some of the money if they were not in the trades as yet. But up to that point, the funds seemed to be performing relatively well. There were some winning days, there were some losing days, but to lose the money, you know, all on one day, I think that was very reckless trading on behalf of the trader that was on that account. Will I use this platform again? I probably would, but I wouldn't put in a $5,000. I would probably go with a different trader completely, and maybe just put in $1,000 or $300 on some of the accounts, and just, you know, I would basically see, you know, how much I could make with a different trader. You know, someone also that maybe charges a bit less on the profit share. So guys, that is basically the LQD platform. You know, if you want to check this platform out, I have left a link below. You can just, you know, go to that link if you want to open an account and maybe test it out for yourself. You're free to do so. But very bad experience on my part. First time using it for just under 2 months, basically a month and a bit, a month, say 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So definitely not a great experience. Okay, guys, so thanks for watching this video. If you have any comments, feel free to drop those comments below. And I'm gonna go out there and start looking for, you know, something else where I could get my money to work for me. Probably just hodl some of the capital in crypto, you know, for the moment. But other than that, guys, see you on the next video.